talk this morning about cherries, chipotles, and currants. And I'm glad I bought some currants on Wednesday because they are a very short season and they're already gone. You didn't see any here this morning. But when you have a chance to see currants, make sure you pick some up and try them. So I just called this recipe homemade berry liqueur because you can really do it with any berry and you can really do it with any liqueur. We did a Dancing Plum Gin Jubilee last summer. That came out really nicely. But today we're going to use currants. And I don't think I have enough currants, so maybe we'll add some black raspberries to it. Why not? I think that'll be delicious. And to talk about currants, I had to read up on them a little bit. And I read about them in this Berry Bible, which is a really great book. I recommend it. Currants were first popular in the 16th century, and they became really popular in the 18th century. They used them for a sore throat remedy in England a lot. And they would make a simple syrup with sugar and add the currants and some of the leaf and macerate it, and I guess that was supposed to be for sore throat, so I don't know if it works or not. But they grow on strigs, these little, if I can find one, they're called strigs. And the cultivars that we have in this country today, they ripen all at once, but the older ones, they didn't ripen all at once, but they had more flavor. So now we have modern currants that don't have quite as much flavor. If you ever get a chance to try black currants, they're really delicious and they have a good, rich flavor, but you don't see them much in Michigan. I was talking with Scott Versma, and he said it's because some flight came through and really almost did all the black currants in. But I did see some here last summer, but if you ever get a chance to try them, make sure you do. So they come on strigs, and you can really, if you're going to be straining your product, you don't have to pick them off. You can just put them right in. And I've already rinsed this fruit, and we've got a pound of it here. So you put your fruit right into your clean glass jar. With a little tarragon on it. So we're going to call that a pound of currants, and we're going to add a pound of black raspberries as well. This is going to be really pretty when it's done. You guys are watching me make my Christmas presents right now. You put those in a clean jar, and then you add the zest of 1 lemon. And I washed this lemon already, I just use a vegetable peeler. And you can just put strips of that right in there. What kind of liqueurs did you make last night?
I think it was this summer. I made cherry habanero tequila.
Ooh! Did you hear that? Yeah, she just made a cherry habanero tequila this summer. That was
I
good.
made a strawberry baked, rum. That I thought would be good.
Oh, yeah. Great. There's some lemon, and then about 1.5 to 2 cups of sugar. And it's good if you make it into a simple syrup because it dissolves, but we're just going to pour it right into here, and then I'm going to stir it a little bit. I'm going to try not to stir it too much because I don't want to bruise the fruit. The currants are not very sweet, so I'm going to go with the 2 cups of sugar. Like that. My friends like sweeter booze. Send it to my mom. 2 cups of sugar there, and then about 6 cups of vodka. I don't know if I'm supposed to cook with liquor down here. I'll pass a taste out there. See how quick I get put in jail, huh? I guess if we don't sell it. Didn't get my water, so it said to take water up to the top, the recipe that's in the Berry Bible. But I've done it with just pure vodka or gin and it works fine. So if I gently stir this until the sugar dissolves, it'll be fine. And that's how you make a homemade berry liqueur. And you let this sit for at least 1 month, but up to 3 months, and you put it in a cool, dark place. And then when you're ready to decant it or bottle it, you can either carefully pour the liquor off the top of it, or you can pour it through a strainer and get all the fruit out of it. And we love to cook with that fruit. We eat and cook with that fruit. We made a chutney a few weeks ago out with the plums from the Plum Jubilee, and it was really good. It added a nice flavor to it. But I guess in medieval times, that's how they preserved fruit, was putting it in alcohol. So, and in Germany a long time ago, they made a wine out of currants and honey, which sounds really wonderful. And I don't think there's anything better than Michigan berries and fruit in the summer. So I love to make fruit liqueurs, and it takes about 6 months to make them, so they're ready at Christmas time. And then I mail them to my friends in California, but I discovered this winter that you shouldn't do that through the United States Postal Service. You have to use UPS or FedEx. No, they don't like alcohol. You can't mail wine or anything, yeah.